one thing that I did want to mention, especially as a Sox fan, there is a big story in the world of the Chicago White Sox, and that qualifies it today for best thing on the internet.
Ooh.
Yes, indeed. So, along with the Pope celebration that's happening at the Rate on the 14th, so after a long tenure, which has mostly been on the sad side, except for 2005 when we won the World Series, Jerry Reinsdorf has announced that he has reached a little bit of a deal with a very wealthy man who is building a very big compound in Winnetka, Illinois. His name is Justin Ishbia. He is a billionaire, and he will be gradually, over the next 4 years, taking the baton from Mr. Jerry Reinsdorf.
Why is he a billionaire?
I think he is the founder, I believe, of Rocket Mortgage.
No way.
Yes, and he's a...
They own my mortgage.
I think he's a
fact.
Michigan guy, too.
I think it is a Michigan
I
company.
think he might be a Michigan guy.
I think it is.
He's been in the
No
news a lot because of
way.
his real estate dealings with the village of Winnetka.
What do you mean?
We, at some point, I want to touch on this with a segment, but we... if you've ever seen an aerial shot of his property, it's right on Lake Michigan.
Okay. It's incredible.
One of our other colleagues phrased it as it looks like a community college is being built on the lakefront in Winnetka, and that is a perfect description. It's not a mansion.
What is his?
It's
I gotta
not.
look at this guy.
I mean,
his name?
It goes well beyond mansion.
Stop.
Justin Ishbia.
Justin Ishbia.
Younger guy
How old is
too.
he?
Younger guy. I feel like he's around my age, which I'm 46.
Maybe he's from Chicago.
I don't know. I was thinking I thought he was a Detroit guy, but maybe he is a Chicago guy.
But
He
moving
does
to-
own, I believe, the Mercury, the
Oh.
Phoenix Mercury. He's got a couple other sports
Okay,
teams.
I got your info. He's 47.
47.
He's from Michigan. He went to Michigan State.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
So
he's a private equity investor and a founding partner of Shore Capital Partners.
Shore Capital. Okay, so I was wrong on the Rocket Mortgage thing.
Close.
Totally wrong.
Oh, he went to law school at Vanderbilt too.
All right, Vandy. All right, well, he's a hard-charging dude, and we are all hoping that this changing of the guard. Oh yeah.
Wow. Can you imagine being a billionaire?
Dad, what was it like to be a White Sox fan on June 5th of 2025? Yeah, there's some big emotions here. Listen, Reinsdorf, you're generally aware, Caitlin, of the state of the team right now.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Yes, yes.
I mean,
Last
they
year
at least
we
beat
made
the
records.
Tigers, one of the best teams in the league. They at least beat the Tigers last night, which is awesome.
Okay.
So signs of life, and they've got a good kind of young, they've got some good prospects. But this is a team that's been rebuilding for too long now, and they're having trouble putting butts in the seats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
There's also this concurrent effort to get a new stadium. We've heard rumblings about that.
Where at again?
Well, they talked about doing it at the 78, which is, well, I'm looking at the map behind us. It's a big old plot of land right on the south branch of the Chicago River. It's such a cool piece of real estate.
Oh.
It's totally undeveloped right now. That's where the Chicago Fire are going to be building their stadium. There is room for another stadium.
How do you feel about that?
I feel great about that.
I think it'd be fine.
Yes. No, I've always wanted, it's right off of Roosevelt, and it's
Yeah.
right on the river, right?
Easier to get to than going down the Dan Ryan.
And more of a potential for it to be a neighborhood feel. Because one of the big criticisms against the Rate is that it's just
There's nowhere to
off
go.
on its own.
And
there's no
too-
bars around. There's no Wrigleyville.
Yeah.
Everything on Halstead, which is a cool little pocket in Bridgeport. There's some bars and cool stuff, but it's a few blocks away
Okay.
on South Halstead. So we need we Sox fans need like a little community.
Oh, you're a Sox fan.
We've always been, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So with the Pope, with this changing of the guard, look at this.
You know what
Pope's
I
from
heard
Chicago.
about this?
Reinsdorf suddenly announced he's selling the team. Yeah.
Divine intervention.
Divine intervention is happening.
Okay, the Sox field. So you mentioned you want a neighborhood
Sox
field.
Park, yeah.
I heard that they built it facing the wrong direction.
Yeah.
They should have faced it towards the city so you have the cityscape in the
I
background.
1,000% agree. Now, I can't say with 100% certainty there's not some really important rationale that the batters need to
The
face.
air direction,
Yeah,
wind
like
direction.
yeah, exactly. Or if
Must
there's some
be,
kind
the
of
sun glare.
tradition, yeah, where a baseball stadium has to be oriented in a certain way. Actually, that'd be a good Google search. But
Yeah.
it's a huge missed opportunity because you're in one of the upper decks and you're looking out over essentially nothing, a few unremarkable buildings, when if you reoriented the stadium
Just
like
turn your
90
head this
degrees,
way.
you'd have the best skyline in the country.